PK here. As many of you guys have probably guessed, this is a video about the Coleco Chameleon Ultimate Snake Oil Edition. Yes, I'm here to talk about the Coleco Chameleon. I wasn't planning on making any kind of videos, honestly, until my next review. I had no intentions of making a video about gaming news, but this is too important, honestly. It's really sickening what's gone on with this retro VGS team who creates the Coleco Chameleon. Well, let's start off at the beginning, honestly. Obviously, it was started out as the retro VGS team. They had these wild pie-in-the-sky ideas about a $400 cartridge, gaming system, and then, of course, after a while, they figured out nobody was going to buy it. So they went back to the drawing board, and they came back, and they're like, "Oh, we got this new thing. We're rebranding it the Coleco Chameleon, and it's only going to be $135." So, a lot of people were excited. They were like, "Oh man, second chances, they're gonna do this right." And then of course the toy fair happened, honestly, the toy fair in New York. And people went to go play it, and enough people who saw the videos figured out pretty quickly that this was an SNES Junior, which I have one of those, so I know what it looks like. And the board of that inside an Atari Jaguar shell. So a lot of people were really upset when that happened. And then, just when you think things couldn't get possibly any worse, Mike Kennedy and his team, they went and done it. They posted up a picture of, they delayed the Kickstarter, and then they posted a picture up of the Coleco Chameleon with the new board inside. And what was that board, you might ask? Well, the folks at Atari Age in the forums section only took them 2 hours to figure out that this was a DVR capture board, honestly. And I'm like, and I'm really upset about this whole situation. A lot of YouTubers have talked about this, very recently, and there's more videos to come, I'm sure. I'm by no means going to be the last one to make a video about this. There's a lot of YouTubers that made videos about this. Some I really like, Picky Old Gamer, the Atari Creep, Pat the NES Punk, Review Tech USA has made videos about this. Hello Kitty Bot, I had never heard of that channel, and I saw a video about it. It was really cracked me up. Step right up. That was great. Yeah, definitely go check out that video. And check out all the ones that I talked about, all the different YouTubers as well. Definitely check their videos out if you haven't already. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably already have. But, yeah. This is crazy, honestly. So there's three basic reasons that I'm upset about this whole situation. And I'm going to go over those three. These are three that I'm kind of like, this is total, it just makes me mad. Well, let's go off number one. They have just, I feel so bad for the people that really wanted to invest in this. It's like, I feel so bad because I know they, it's like, obviously it was kind of pie in the sky, the whole thing. And at the same time, I kind of wanted them almost to succeed, honestly. It would have been nice to have seen them succeed. I knew it probably wasn't going to happen, but I would have minded. And then they, pull this crap, and it's just so unacceptable and so unprofessional. And then number two, they have basically drugged the Coleco name through the mud. They have drugged the Coleco name through the mud. And it just pisses me off because Coleco, sure, Coleco never had the reputation that maybe Atari or even Intellivision had. But, they built some they had some respectable games, and they did a really good port of Donkey Kong for ColecoVision, and they even did a Coleco port, or a Coleco Atari Donkey Kong games, I probably said that wrong, yeah. What I was trying to say is they made an Atari game or whatever of Donkey Kong under their branding of Coleco. So, they've done some stuff, they were never a company that I thought, oh, Coleco, they're so uncredible. Now, yeah, Mike Kennedy and his team have basically run the Coleco name through the mud. And that's really frustrating because it may be an old brand, but it's still, it's a recognizable brand, that didn't maybe put out the greatest games, but they didn't put out the worst games either by any long shot. And that's really disappointing. And I think the third part that really upsets me apart, number three, is they have had complete radio silence through this whole period. They have not said anything to anybody. They took the picture that they originally had, the clear Jaguar, so they took that picture off Facebook, and they have completely disabled the comment section. I mean, you could still comment, but no one can see your comments. You know, except maybe you can see your friends' comments, but your people are friends with on Facebook, you can't actually see comments. And that is sickening, honestly. You know, it's so frustrating. You know, Mike Kennedy and his entire team, they should be so, they should be so freaking ashamed of what they've done. Honestly, he did a horrible job of marketing this thing, and this is just by far one of the most horrible executions I've ever seen in trying to get a video game console off the ground. I'm not saying I could do any better, but I wouldn't lie to people like he has. This is a whole huge level of deception, and it's really frustrating because he's trying to prey on the retro gaming community, you know, and it's like, how can you prey on the retro gaming community when you're a member of the retro gaming community? It's just like, I don't even get that, honestly, because I wouldn't want someone to do that to me. So I don't know why him and his team feel the need to do this. This is just so frustrating and disappointing. And, you know, and here's the thing. Mike's been wrong about a lot of things. You know, like, for example, it's like there was no great 32-bit system. There was. It's called the Game Boy Advance. It's one of the best 32-bit systems ever, you know, as far as cartridge-based systems go. And quite frankly, I would love to see that as a standalone console that you could play on a TV. That would be awesome. Or another 32-bit system that wasn't necessarily great but had potential was the 32X. You know, and there's only 34 games for the 32X anyways. Now that would have been a great, hey, let's make a new standalone 32X console. I mean, I'm sure Sega would be completely on board with that. But no, he's not trying to make a great 32-bit system, because first of all, there's already good 32-bit systems out there. Second of all, he just sees, I got these Jaguar cases that I can make, you know, let's make some money off it. That's what his mindset was, and that's so disappointing. I feel bad for the people that really believed in this product, you know, and I'm so disappointed that, like, Mike and his team, you know, were just a bunch of cowards and kept complete radio silence about this situation. They weren't even given nobody was given even a, sorry guys, we effed up, you know, and we're going to shut this thing down, you know, it's over. But no, it's like, I think they still believe it's not over. It's like almost they live in this existence where there is no internet apparently, and nobody can say anything bad about them because they just, you know, block and delete all the comments. I don't know, but it's really pathetic and sad. You know, again, I had no intentions of making a video for, you know, until spring break. You know, I was going to make another review, but honestly, this is a subject that deserves to be talked about because this is ridiculous. And honestly, we as retro gamers, we got to protect each other from this kind of crap, honestly, because there's people out there who want to exploit this hobby. There's people doing it every day, but there's some people like this. This is like, again, this is Snake Oil Ultimate Edition, honestly, stuff. That's what this is. And maybe, yeah, there's probably a lot of videos out there, but, you know, I figure one more video isn't going to kill anybody, so that's why I decided to put this out here. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't buy Snake Oil Ultimate Edition, and keep on gaming.